Hello guys, welcome back. Happy Saturday, happy Loki's Day. It's December already. And Loki is a clever little fox god. He got his way today. I was looking at a game and I was wondering if I should buy it because to me it was a lot of money. Not so much that $24 is a ton of money, but to me it is. But it was just the idea of it seems like people that have complained they haven't worked out all the kinks and they're already working on the sequel. So I thought if I buy this, I'm buying it as is. They're never going to come back and improve this. And so I was thinking about that. And originally they had all been nudging me towards it because it was another sea thing and I could go on dives and I could be happy. Well, I went looking to see one last time, see if there were any other diving games, and like 5 or 6 games came up. And this one game came up and I saw the trailer and I was like, it doesn't look bad. I won't know until I get into it, but it's a third of the price of the other game. So we got that, and Loki pushed me towards that because he's like, if you get that, you could get Burger today and Burger tomorrow and still be less than the other game. Burger? And I was like, okay. So we got the game downloaded, and I was going to play it, but I was starved because I had stepped outside and smelled burger, and it smelled like Valhalla burger. And remember, I haven't had burgers for months because they started overcooking them. And I went up and I got the burger and we brought it home, and it was the best burger ever. And he had a dish of ice cream later. She put Oreos on it because they were out of all their toppings. So she's like, I could crush up Oreos and put that on it. So they did that. I put caramel sauce on it and I ground up some peanut butter, not peanut butter, some peanuts. Because, he's special and he wanted stuff mixed in, and I didn't mind. I don't begrudge him, a bowl of ice cream. He gets that maybe once every couple of months now. So he got that. And we played the game, and he fell in love with the manatees. He thinks manatees are awesome. These are his new animals. He thought they were beautiful. In the game, you can kind of feel the gods with you. And I could kind of feel him first hovering over my one shoulder and kind of looking. Like, oh. And you can play information about these animals, and I'm playing the information, and he's going closer and closer, and you can he's practically hugging these manatees, and he's like, manatee. So we ended up having to spend a lot of time with the manatees, which I didn't mind. We've gone back in a couple times, so we've spent a lot of time with the manatees. And I like the humpback whale, so we spend a lot of time with them. And he seems to like them, but not as much as the manatees. Dolphins, I love. But the manatees he fell in love with. There are orcas in there I'm in love with. So we kind of went back and forth because, like I said, I've talked recently about, somebody brought up at marriage video, you have to kind of trade back and forth. If I want to have fun with my orcas, then yeah, he gets manatee time and he gets any other time. We tried the 2 dinosaur exhibits. We did not like how those turned out because they were abrupt ends to those. I got eatens. And we had the great white encounter, and I got out of the dive cage because dive cages are for wusses, and that didn't end well either. So I said, if we bring it to people, because he wanted me to try to record it, I said, I don't think they're going to enjoy most of it. I don't want to show people things that end violently, even though I know that's would always be a thing, especially if you were dinosaurs. I got eaten by a Meg. It was kind of awesome, but I don't think you want to see that. And they're sea snakes, and I'm in love with snakes, you know that, and I'm diving with them, and they're highly venomous. They very rarely bite, but every so often they do. And I'm like, well, I know the sharks attack, and I know the dinosaurs attack. I'm not sure if these things attack, but I didn't care. I was diving with the snakies, and the snakies were fine. And there are just a lot of beautiful animals in there. There's a Dumbo squid, and there's all these beautiful deep sea creatures, like the glow-in-the-dark ones. And to me, it was awesome. But I told him, I said, honestly, I don't think you guys could sit through one more sea creature, and they're not going to look photorealistic. A lot of the people that bombed this gave it low reviews, said, well, they're not real looking enough. I'm like, it's VR. You kind of know what you're getting when you get into VR. It's not there yet. It may not be there for a decade. Loki's back there 2 to 4 years at most. Anyhow, and I said, I know some of you are frightened of, say, sharks or something, and I know some people are terrified of orcas. Do not judge. When my family, when I was really little, we used to go to SeaWorld and they would have Shamu there, have the orca show and that. This was back before people realized orcas needed a lot of room. Well, anyhow, there were people that were terrified Shamu was going to get out of that tank, walk on her hind flippers, and just start eating people. They can't do that, but there were people that were terrified of these animals. And people drug them to these shows just to scare them. They were being mean, just like with the seals. There's something about sea animals that terrifies people. There were people who burst into tears when the seals came out. And I'm like, it's a seal. It's way down there. It's like way down there. But there are people that are afraid of everything, and I respect that. So I'm not going to take you, diving with seals if that's going to, like terrify people. And I said, you never know what people are scared of, and this is like moving away from the cute cuddly side, because the seals are being clowns and everything, but they will swim up to you with their mouth open, stuff like that, and they never bite or anything. But I said, yeah, we're bordering, not sea lions. Still, sea lions, same reaction that seals get, and they had both. They had seals and sea lions at SeaWorld. And again, I know performing animals are no longer cool, but at the time, people thought the animals were happy because that's what they told you. So we had an interesting day. He really does love that, but I said we have to let people have some breathing space. This can't become the sea channel. I know you're a sea god, and you're fluffing yourself out as a sea god right now because you want to show you're better than Poseidon. And he's like, yeah. So that's where we are right now. Poseidon definitely chose the great whites. He likes those. And Loki was laughing hysterically because the great white's really aggressive in this game. And Loki chose the manatees because manatees look like puppies underwater. And there's like a whole pod of them and they keep coming up for pets. And it's like, damn it, Loki, they're too cute. He's like, I know. And they keep coming over. They're so gentle and they keep kind of like coming up to you, and they want a pet, and they roll over and they show you their belly, and it's like, damn it, they're too cute. And the dolphins like these. There's toys you can bring down for the dolphins. Again, you're not doing a show, but there's like toys you can bring down for the dolphins, the rings they can play with. And the rings make fireworks, and dolphins seem to enjoy that. And you can feed the orcas, fish, and with the sea lions, I think they get the same rings. Not everything gets something to interact with. But it was fun, and he enjoyed it. And you do have to kind of keep him entertained, or he will make his own entertainment. But yeah, we tried to record it twice, guys. The first time it was just me babbling at animals. I didn't think it sounded good. And the second time I noticed there was this kind of like ghosting of some of the images, and I didn't know why. My headset's fine. It looked fine when I was playing it. It was just something about the quality of the recorder, I think, that it would ghost a little bit. Sometimes it would look like a 3D animal against a flat background. So I don't know what's happening with the recorder. Probably Loki, because he wasn't getting his way. He wants to now be the Manatee channel, but that's today. 2 days from now, he won't care about that game. He won't like it. He's blip. But that's what it's like living with him. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye.